Here's an extremely easy modification to take a great knife and make it just one level better. I'm a recent convert to Spyderco brand knives. In a lot of my other videos I've carried Gerber knives and I've talked about them a little bit. I was given this Spyderco as a gift, and after carrying it for a few days, testing it out a bit, I'm a big fan and I don't know if I can go back to my Gerber. This Spyderco, this is the resilience model, but they've got the tenacious, the military, paramilitary. They've got a lot of great models out there, and I know a lot of people are diehard fans of Spyderco. So this is my first Spyderco and I am really enjoying it so far. It's got a great handle, the steel on it is really great. Obviously they've got their thumb hole design that lets you just open it up extremely quickly. It just feels great in the hand. It's incredibly sharp right out of the box. Look at this. I haven't even sharpened this thing yet. That's just the factory edge on it. So there's a lot of reasons to love Spyderco knives. I'm sure many of you have heard of the zip tie mod before, but I'm sure some of you haven't, and that's why I'm doing the video. This isn't my idea. In fact, it's information that's all over the internet, but I thought I would take a chance to just kind of describe it, talk about it, and share it with some of my viewers who may be interested in this sort of thing. Basically what you're doing is you are creating a catch on this portion of the knife blade so that when it draws out of your pocket, it catches on the edge of your pocket and helps you pull it open. So as you draw the knife from your pocket, it opens with your assistance. The first thing that you're going to want to do is move the clip on the knife. Mine came with the clip right here. Another thing I like about these Spyderco knives is you actually can move the clip to any one of 4 different positions. So that's a really nice feature on its own. And I think it's a 1mm hex key or maybe a 1/16 inch. It's something really small. So once you find the right size hex key, it's not difficult at all to move the clip. So I'm left-handed, so I obviously like it on this side so I can carry it lefty, and I like carrying it point up. You actually have to carry it point up to be able to do this mod. If you carry it point down, there's no way it's going to catch and it's going to work. In fact, the catch is going to work against you. So whether you like it this way or this way, it doesn't matter, just as long as it's point up. Again, I'm lefty, I prefer it this way. So after you do that, you need a zip tie. You can do it with these little ones that you find on a lot of electronics and stuff like that, but I prefer these bigger, heavier duty ones. Just because if you look on the bigger zip tie, it's this portion right here. Actually, I've got a fantastic pointer tool, huh? So it's this portion right here that is actually going to be catching it, right where that 90-degree angle is. If you do it on this side, it doesn't cause much of a catch. So you'll want to take a second and think about how you're putting it on as you do that. I'll show you with one of these smaller ones first, so I don't waste my big one. If you put it on this way, notice that you have the smooth side that just goes right onto that little square block. There's not a lot of resistance there, it's pretty smooth, and it's going to tend to want to walk over around to the other side of the knife. You want this facing out, not facing towards your body. Whereas if you look on this side, it's got a much harder angle there and a much bigger block. So that's the portion that you want facing out. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off just with a tool knife. So let's go ahead and do it with the bigger zip tie. You'll take it through, and again, look at the way I'm rigging it so that this bigger block is on the same side as the clip. Now if you carry it the opposite way, you'll just thread it through the opposite way. So go ahead and put that on, and then just pull it tight. Pull it real tight, because you don't want that moving around on you. It'll still work if it moves, but it's better for it to be firm. So I'll just trim off the extra edge, and that's all you have to do. As you draw your knife, your pocket will move down here. It'll get hung up on that little edge. Now this is where at first it doesn't matter to catch it because you're hitting that side of it, but then as it opens, you're catching that groove. If you did it the other way, it'll start, but it won't open all the way. If you do it this way, it should work every time. And that's an extremely easy mod to help you have a quick opening Spyderco knife.